In theory, if you wanted to drink 3 gallons of diet soda while fasting, you could. In theory. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Sarah Jane, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can utilize intermittent fasting with the ketogenic diet for optimal weight loss. So if you're here right now, it means that you're interested in knowing a little bit more about intermittent fasting and how it can help you lose weight in addition to utilizing the ketogenic diet. So you might be asking yourself right off the bat, what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is cycling between periods of eating and periods of fasting. For a period of time, you don't eat anything. And for another period of time, that's when you consume all your calories for the day. So intermittent fasting is cycling between periods of eating and periods of fasting. The most popular type of intermittent fasting that we've all probably heard about is 16-8. So what is 16-8? You fast for 16 hours of the day and you eat within the remaining 8 hours of the day. And now your fasting and your eating window can vary depending on your preference. But I find the easiest way to intermittently fast is to have the most amount of hours fasted in your sleep so that you won't really notice the hunger as much. The suggested intermittent fasting window I have for beginners and people who are just starting out is to eat your last meal at 6 p.m. and then eat breakfast at 10 a.m. And so in that way, you're fasted majority of the time during your sleep and you just have a late breakfast. And that's a way how someone can easily incorporate intermittent fasting into their everyday lifestyle. The second type of intermittent fasting is also known as OMAD, or 24-hour fasting. And what OMAD stands for is 1 meal a day. And so a lot of people living a ketogenic lifestyle or eating low carb or carnivore tend to use OMAD as a way to keep their insulin levels low throughout the day and just get all their calories in one specific meal. Seems kind of crazy. However, there are so many benefits of intermittent fasting that I'll get to later on in the video. So OMAD is eating 1 meal a day. You might be asking yourself, why would anyone do this to themselves? Is this not starvation? This is kind of giving me eating disorder vibes, and none of that is true. Intermittent fasting has so many health benefits. And I just want to preface this by saying that intermittent fasting isn't a diet, something that you can incorporate into your lifestyle in order to reap some of the benefits. One of the most commonly known benefits of intermittent fasting is weight loss. It's a very simple concept of calories in, calories out. Now, I don't usually like to push that rhetoric, but if you do the math, it's much harder for you to be able to eat a full day's worth of calories in 8 hours as you would, say, for example, for 24 hours. So if you're eating 10 snacks a day, chips in the morning, oatmeal, then you have like chicken or you have a burrito bowl all throughout the day, you can easily consume more calories than you're supposed to. However, if you're only allowed to consume calories within one specific window, then it's very, very easy to eat the caloric deficit in order to promote weight loss. Another benefit of intermittent fasting is increased insulin sensitivity. So you might be asking yourself, what the heck is insulin? Insulin is the fat storage hormone. Whenever you eat, whether it be low carb or high carb, glucose levels in your blood rise. It's a natural metabolic process. However, when you're eating low carb or a ketogenic diet, the focus is on eating foods that don't raise your blood sugar as much. When your blood sugar rises, insulin is the hormone that rises in response in order to lower your glucose levels or lower your blood sugar. And so it's also known as a fat storage hormone. So when you're eating multiple times during the day, a snack here, a snack there, dinner, breakfast, brunch, all those type of things keep your blood sugar at an elevated stage. If your blood sugar rises, as a result, as a natural human process, your insulin rises as well. When you have high levels of insulin in your blood, you're continuously storing fat. And so in that sense, the goal of the ketogenic diet is to keep your insulin levels low. And so intermittent fasting allows you to reap those benefits as well. Intermittent fasting has also been linked with increased levels of human growth hormone, or HGH, in your body. And increased levels of HGH is linked with a more regulated sleep pattern, as well as it boosts your immune system. So all around, intermittent fasting doesn't seem to have many disadvantages except for the fact that you can't eat all the time. So one of the most popular questions I get from people when they ask about intermittent fasting is, what breaks a fast? Can I drink diet pop? Can I drink stevia? Apple cider vinegar? What's up with that? What breaks a fast depends on your reason for fasting. In the most general sense, anything that has calories inside will break your fast. So in theory, if you wanted to drink 3 gallons of diet soda while fasting, you could. in theory. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can drink that if you are fasting for weight loss. If you are fasting for autophagy or you're fasting to heal your body, then I wouldn't recommend that you drink anything other than black tea, black coffee, and water. Me personally, I limit whatever I drink and whatever I eat to just plain water or a stevia sweetened carbonated beverage. I try not to consume anything with erythritol inside, even though it's a keto-friendly sweetener. I just like to keep it as low carb, as non-calorie existent as possible. There is a little bit of a gray zone where people aren't sure if apple cider vinegar or bulletproof coffee. First of all, bulletproof coffee breaks your fast. It's calories. It breaks your fast. Just saying. So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Just know that intermittent fasting, again, isn't a diet. It's something that you can incorporate into your everyday life so that you can promote health. I wouldn't recommend intermittent fasting for people with a history of a restrictive eating disorder, just because it's really easy to slip back into those habits if you don't have everything under control. If you feel like you're getting too obsessive over your intermittent fasting, or you feel like it's causing you stress or it causes you to binge out, then I wouldn't recommend intermittent fasting for you as well. I like to throw in intermittent fasting as well in order to speed up their weight loss goals, and I totally agree that it does help you do that. But if you find yourself slipping into destructive eating habits, then you should definitely just put fasting on the back burner and just eat normally. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. I followed it up with a blog post down below, so if you click on the link in the description, you'll be taken to my website where you can find a lot more information and links to studies about intermittent fasting. If you're new to intermittent fasting or the ketogenic diet, consider joining the Keto for Dummies Facebook group. It's down below in the description bar. In that group, you can ask questions, build community, share your victories, your wins, your losses, and your struggles with a community of people just like you, people who are trying to lose weight through a ketogenic diet and or intermittent fasting. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. My name is Sarah Jane, and this has been your friend SJ, documenting the process.